Welcome to the adventures.
How you doing?
So, we're in a place. The sound probably sounds kind of crazy.
It's not a truck.
No, it's not a truck. We're off this week. We weren't really expecting to be off all week.
Yeah.
But God did some rearranging in our schedules. We've talked about a few things, and yesterday on Instagram and Facebook story, I said that we had some big news to share with you guys. And so we look like a hot mess for a reason. I'm wearing my old scrubby clothes.
I always look like
Scott
a hot mess.
may have hit himself in the head with a paint roller.
Got me painted, not the wall.
Yeah. Don't worry, my hands were like that earlier. It was bad. We should stick to truck driving, honey.
I should stick to trucking.
Yeah. Painting and drywall work isn't our specialty. I'll just say that.
Nope.
So I'll give you a little bit of a kind of a guess. We told you there was an end of a chapter at the end of last year in our life, but we didn't really know what that completely looked like. Well, here.
Woo!
That's right. We have a church.
One book closes, another one opens. One door closes, another one opens.
Yeah, so Scott and I have stepped out in faith with a small congregation of people, and we are the exciting leaders of our very own church. And so we don't have all the answers. There's still many questions, but we just know that this is where God has led us, and it's called Richie Chapel. So this church is a very old historic church. It has very deep, rich history. This is at the old military base called Fort Richie. It's in Cascade, Maryland. And so the base closed in the mid 90s, and then the local county bought it. And then a private individual bought it from the county and is revitalizing the entire property. So it's 500 acres of an old military base being rebuilt one building at a time. And so the base is roughly 100 years old. This church is between 80 and 100 years old. And the history is really deep so Camp David, the presidential retreat, is a few miles up the road.
Stone's throw from here.
Yeah. And so President Jimmy Carter, whenever he was up at Camp David, this was his house of worship. There's other amazing, rich history, and it was a
Line River.
Yeah, he sang here as well, and so there's just so much deep history.
He was actually stationed here.
Stationed here.
Yeah, he was stationed here, and he was a choir leader.
Yeah, so that's exciting. So as we were unpredicted to be off this week, we came over. There's things that have to be done. So the church has been sitting for about 20 years, and so it needs heat, it needs air conditioning, the bathrooms need updated. There's beautiful, ugly stained carpet in the sanctuary. There's lots of little things. So this week we're rehabbing the bathrooms. And that's all we know. But we do know that we need $50,000 because the heating and air is $25,000 alone. And that's just early estimates and
when
quotes.
She said small congregation, she wasn't kidding.
Yes. So, sorry guys, my arm's getting tired. I did not bring my stuff to make this video, so I'm just holding it for you guys. But
You want me to make this video? What
I
else
did,
you need?
of course. This is true. And so we want to extend that to you guys to be able to help us in this endeavor. We know that there is so many of you that are believers that you're out on the road. You don't have a home church because you're out there trucking it and making a big difference in America. So we wanted to give you guys the opportunity to love on us and love on this church and love on what we're doing. And so I'm going to put a link in the description and also in the comments to make it really, really easy. And on Facebook and Instagram, I will share the page. So we already have a little website app going, and we already have our Facebook and Instagram and X. And so you can follow us on there so you can keep up to date. And there's a giving link. So if you would like to give, whether it's $1 or $50,000, we won't put a cap on it. No cap. No pressure, guys. No pressure.
None at all.
But we want to give you the opportunity. And then just share. You guys know that we always like to give you guys a glimpse of what's going on in our life. We feel a little bit crazy. Who takes on starting a church? We do.
Angela.
Yeah, I do. So we're still trucking full time. That's not going to happen. Like, we're not going to give that up. That it's actually vital that we continue to truck.
Yes.
Because if we don't truck, we can't also pay the electric bill here.
Got that tithe thing.
Yeah. So when we give our offering will basically keep the lights on. And when we have heat one day, it'll keep the heat on. But we would love to be open by this spring. And so we're trying to raise this money as fast as possible. So we're definitely going to keep trucking. We just happen to have this week off. It's been a little bit slow. And so we gave other people the opportunity to work. And we wanted to come work here at the church.
So just one thing real quick, whenever the giving screen pops up, it'll ask you for a sign-in. It'll ask you if you want to create an account. You don't actually have to do that. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, it'll say give anonymously. You can do that. But any which way you want to do it.
And click church revitalization, and that's going to go towards that $50,000. You can also put it in the general fund, and that's just going to be going towards like the lights and other things like that, the general funds. And so this building, you can go and find out about all that history. If you click on that, there's a lot of information, but we just wanted to jump on, give you guys a short video and share why we're off this week. All right, guys. So you guys stay safe. We'll be praying for you guys like we always do, and you guys have a very blessed week.